So, what are some of the challenges and rewards of working with local businesses through Favor?
Um, Challenges. I mean, I think what's challenging with working with any restaurant owner is just that they're so busy, and understandably so. But sometimes trying to, make meetings work, and try to fit time into their schedule, or just getting in a hold of them in general, even if they want to work with me and they're excited to work with
Yeah.
me, sometimes getting things, rolling with them can be a challenge. But I mean, that's really like the main one is just, I have to stay persistent, and try to not feel like I'm being annoying.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm pretty sure there's some places like, man, if you had Favor, you would actually, you know what I mean? But they like you said, some of them, like you said earlier, some of them don't feel like they're equipped.
Yeah.
When in your eyes, you're like, no, you are. Like,
Yeah, like you've got this, believe me.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you doing? So next topic, we're talking about social media management. So how do you feel about? Let me see. What do I got here? You manage multiple restaurants, social media pages. How do you approach creating content that stands out?
Oh gosh. I mean, really, I think I just try to like fit the vibe, and that can sometimes be harder because you're not shooting in your style. You're trying to find like the style of the restaurant itself. So like Nueces Whiskey Library has a very different vibe from Bellino's. And while they're still similar, they kind of have that like elevated feel.
Wow.
Like Nueces is kind of more like moody, whereas Bellino's is, I don't know, like it just has that finer dining essence. So really, I'm just trying to like really represent the brands like as they are so that like what to expect, and I'm not presenting something that you're not going to experience. I'm not making it look better than it is, which I mean they're both excellent concepts, so don't get me wrong there.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to portray what they really are so that like you can know what to expect when you're coming in to see us.
That's awesome. Wow. So how did you get into like doing it for, I guess, managing social media for other companies?
Really, it just kind of fell into my lap, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was just doing what just managing my own account, and did some collaborations with Bellino's. And then they asked me, hey, would you be interested in helping us run our social media? And I was like, yeah. So
Cool.
I've been doing that for a couple months. And I've been doing my own social media for like years and years and years. So
Yeah.
this is not something necessarily new to me. I've been doing photography for like half my life.
Wow.
So that's not something new to me either. I just never really like put it out to the world that I did that stuff.
Yeah.
So the more I kind of have put it out there, it's just people have asked me. I didn't
Wow.
seek it out. It just came to me.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So just by you creating your own content, they reached out to you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So small businesses, what are some common mistakes you see small businesses make on social media? How can they avoid them?
Just like super simple things. Not having a link to your website on your social media, not having your address on your social media. I will be scrolling on Instagram and on Reels and see something that looks awesome. I go to their page to try to figure out where they are. Like, are they in Houston, Dallas, San Antonio? Where are they? Can't figure it out.
Oh, wow.
So people should be able to figure out quickly where you are. And if they can't, then that's a mistake.
Wow.
Even just having a highlight on your Instagram page or something, just like where, location, hours, that kind of thing, that can be super helpful. And a lot of people don't do that, which I think is funny because it's so simple. They just don't think of it.
Wow, so
Yeah.
interesting. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, I don't know why they don't think of it. Like, there's a lot of companies too that don't have social media, and if they did have social media, you know what I mean, they would get more business.
For sure. I think we live in an age where at least I feel like a lot of people I know, they want to kind of go into these places feeling prepared. Like before you go to a restaurant, you want to see the menu. You want to see like, is there even something I like there? And if you can't find their menu online, you're like, well, I don't know. Like if you're going with friends, I guess I'll figure something out, right? They've got to at least have a salad, something. So, but I feel like a lot of our younger generation, like they want to know what to expect before they go. And so most people are researching the menu. They want to have their drinks planned out. They want to have their appetizers planned out. They want to
Wow.
have their entree planned out.
Like
they
getting
want to plan
getting your outfit plan, like
should I have a smaller meal so I can eat dessert? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Crazy,
what's the
yeah.
vibe of the restaurant? I want to know what to wear.
Wow.
So like, if you don't have those things available to people, like, you may be missing out on a big segment of customers who would otherwise come to see you.